All right, so here we are. I've decided not to cover any more stuff from the textbook. I want to cover this other book here, Hacking APIs, which is a brand new book that just came out, and it's a topic I need to cover for my DEF CON presentations and such that are coming up this summer, and also for my corporate clients. Want me to teach a class in API security, which is, by the way, a very good idea, because I've found what a lot of people have found is that if you analyze a website, the worst vulnerabilities are actually in the API. So I went through this book and I got a lot of it turned into projects, and I just plan to show you that. Yes, it's a very good book, and I'm glad to contribute because I had great trouble setting up the server you need to set up, and I wrote that down here in a project to help guide other people to make it easier. So let's play with this. I'll start with this one here, and I'm just going to demonstrate these projects. So, Finding API Endpoints. For this one, all you need is burp. And you can use, I made a public server, crappy.samsclass.info. The thing we're using is an OWASP product called Completely Ridiculous API, otherwise known as Crappy. And it is a training product for you to use to learn about API security. And that's what we're going to do, is a series of projects attacking this thing. So here's burp, and I started up burp. I turned off the intercept. Intercept, I say. There we are. Intercept is off, and I opened the browser. And there I go to this crappy.samsclass.info. Let me get this set up. There. So when you go there, you'll find my crappy server I've set up. So this is a very simple page that sells cars. And the only point of it is it has a few web type functions you can play with. So you can log in. But if you don't have an account, you can sign up. So let me sign up first. I'm going to call myself Demo1 and give it demo1@aol.com. I like using AOL because it's short and easy to type. My phone number. All right. Okay, so you fill in this form just like the usual forms to make an account, and you sign up. Now I have an account called Demo1. Okay, now I can log in. Well, let's not do that yet. Let's take a look at the requests that have happened so far. So here we are, loading the crappy website, and here it is pulling the JavaScript and CSS used on the website, and here's the post where it signed up. And you notice, this is Identity API Auth Signup. In fact, I wonder if I can make this font bigger. It looks like maybe it's visible. What do you folks think? Can you read this font? See, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make it. It is in principle possible to make it bigger. You can see it? Okay. I can, but I'm full screen. Yeah. Let me see. There might be a way. It's okay, good. All right, I'll leave it this way. I think I've already made it bigger than the default. Anyway, so, all right, so this is an API call. But I think right now we're going to start using other things. Let me move my instructions to the side so I can follow them and demonstrate this stuff. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is just use the browser itself and explore these source files. So let's even get rid of this and just go back to the browser. And this I was very pleased to see some more instructions how to use developer tools. Developer tools are very powerful, but very complex. So you go up here to your window and you click, it's off your screen, but it's View Developer Tools. And there they are, the developer tools. Now we go to the Network tab and we refresh this page. All right. And now you see the various things that were used to build this page. Some JSON stuff, some CSS, some JavaScript, and so on. And now we're going to look through this JavaScript. The first thing we're going to do is try to find API endpoints. And you saw in burp that there's an endpoint that has API in the URL. That's typically the way it is, so you can spot them. And in a way, they're not different than other web pages, but it's just a grouping of web pages that respond to parameters in certain typical ways, and they call it application programming interfaces, or APIs. So we're going to look at these JavaScript files to see if we can find API endpoints. And in particular, I think it's the main one that's got the goodness in it. So you right-click on main, and you open in Sources panel. Now, you get it in this Sources panel, and I wonder if I can make that bigger. I can. Oh, good. And now what it's done is it's taken the entire JavaScript file and made it one line going all the way across. So this is not very useful. But there is a fix, which is kind of unbelievably hard to find. This thing here with curly braces and nothing else is the beautify button. Very rude. I very frequently had to stop the book and go Google to find out what is this nonsense. So all the tools we're using have similar obscure, mind-boggling little tricks. Now you can actually see what you're doing. Now you have to search. But you need a find button. There is no find button. There's no find on the menu. The only way I could do it is Control F or Command F. Now I get a find button. Now I can search for API. Okay. And I can now look, well, there's one, the login. And if I go back, here's where it starts. There's API there, and API there. And now if I scroll down, there they are. They're all just right there. A whole lot of APIs. Login, get users, sign up. All these are API endpoints where you can send a properly formatted request. And if it comes in with the proper credentials, you will get replies, showing you things. So there they are, many, many APIs. And here's ones that require a car ID in them, and so on. So you find the API endpoints. This is how you find your attack surface. And that's it for the first project. Perhaps too simple. What is the main file? It's just a JavaScript file. Yeah, these are both JavaScript files. And I have some, yes, the main JavaScript on the page. If you go to this page and view the source, which is the way I used to do this stuff, then I don't know how to make this one. Line wrap, oh good. All right, make this one bigger. If you go to source, you'll find them in here. Here's JSON. Someplace in here will be these JavaScript files. Chunk.js, there was one of them. And somewhere there's going to be main.js. Yep, there it is, right at the bottom. It's the same as going here and just looking for the blue things, but the developer tools make it easier. So that's all. So we found the API endpoints. So I'm going to stop this one and make a separate video for the next one.